Many of us have sprained, broken, or even fractured bones before, but what if you lived every day in fear of breaking something?
ABC 6 News anchor Elise Romas caught up with a familiar family about their daughter's unique and complex health issues.
When I first met Ellie Butts and her family last summer, I remember looking at a 5-month-old baby with the smallest cast I'd ever seen. This summer, I found that Ellie has grown more independent, but still has an increasing number of life-threatening health problems. But through it all, her family remains strong and has formed a truly unbreakable bond. Breakable items and decorations fill our homes, and in some way, they can all be replaced. But one breakable thing in the Butts household,
there you go,
is one of a kind. We first introduced you to Ellie last June. She was born with osteogenesis imperfecta, better known as brittle bone disease.
They just said that she's the most fragile case that they've actually ever handled.
Throughout Ellie's young life, she's already experienced about 100 broken bones. Her loving family is concerned about the evolving problems with Ellie's fragile figure.
Okay, if we can't do it, we'll break a leg.
Even a failed attempt of getting out of a chair could end in a trip to the hospital, or worse.
With the spinal stenosis, Ellie has a narrowing of her spinal canal, so if she were to jerk wrong or fall or get injured in that such of a way, it would instantly kill her.
At this point, we know it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. She's going to need a full spinal fusion. Right now, unfortunately, it's kind of us that gets time.
In patients with osteogenesis imperfecta, their bones not just brittle, but it's also relatively soft.
I caught up with Dr. Stans and Dr. Tebben to ask about the severity of Ellie's evolving condition. They've been taking care of Ellie for the majority of her young life.
The cervical spine can slowly move up into the bones of the skull itself, or it can move up into the opening at the base of the skull where the spinal cord and brain stem live.
Ellie's spinal specialist in Delaware also says if her spine is squeezed too much, she could even become a quadriplegic, which is why she now wears that neck brace to slow those potentially life-altering effects.
Most of the spine surgeries that we do for deformity affect growth, and so we like to get as much growth as reasonably possible before doing surgery. I mean, Ellie's not there yet, and we're trying to delay that as long as possible, but there's a high likelihood that that's in her future sometime.
Ellie's continuously getting treatment to strengthen her bones as she grows.
So the medication she takes for her bones is an infusion every 3 months for the first 2 years of life, and then after she's 2, it'll change to once every 6 months. Are there better treatments? And there are ongoing clinical trials. Ellie doesn't qualify for any of those potential trials at this point. When she's a bit older, she may, and I anticipate in the future we'll have better treatments.
But with as many physical complications that could keep this little girl from walking, she's found other ways to get around.
Hi.
Ellie has multiple wheelchairs, including this one imported all the way from Europe.
I like to see her independence, too, is my favorite thing. And we don't want to set limits on her. We pat it, and we pat it. We roll. She's so small, but she's able to do a lot of things.
What helps you guys get through everything from the day to day?
Hearing her laugh.
When I get to come home and I get to see her sitting in front of the door in her wheelchair, waving at me and just smiling, making me so happy.
Even on her bad days, she always puts a smile on my face. Turns a bad day into a good one.
And in the Butts household, where you'll find many things made of glass, there's really only one precious thing that's absolutely irreplaceable. If you'd like to donate to the Butts family and help out with Ellie's medical bills, you can go to the Accentra Credit Union in Austin and say that you'd like to donate to the Ellie Butts benefit account.